I hope it works this time, man. This is my third freaking time attempt at this stupid live stream, and the Wi-Fi is really crappy today. I've been making lots of connections, but they're not on this live gate. Lots of Southern Cal. I'm on 395. 395. It is mild out here today, just under 60 degrees. 57 degrees. Actually, it's 58 degrees here right now. I'm pointed south. If you guys want to pop in there and say hi, come on in, man. Pop in and say hi, man. We are live. I couldn't go live yesterday. I just was too busy. I got home. We stayed. Hello, Different Gear TV. Good to have you in there. Yeah, we stayed at the Hilton Hotel on Sunday night. I went to the owner where I work at a house party, and he has 5 more house parties. And whoever goes to his house party puts them up in the Hilton Hotel, which is super cool. How's it going? Not much skip here. Not a whole lot here right now, Different Gear TV, but I'm making some conditions. Hey, Jim. How you doing, man? Good to have you in there. I did make a bunch of contacts before I turned it on. I got them on my camera. Listen, it's dead quiet. I'm pointing due south. Due south right now. 395. I'm on 27, 395, just kind of listening, right? And reading the mail here. But anyway, we have a nice day out here. It's not sunny, it's cloudy, but it ain't raining. You know, yesterday I had off and it was just coming down in buckets, man. Buckets. We had like around close, I think we had just over 3 inches yesterday here. You have DX there? Yeah, look at how quiet it is. Let's go to 38. Quiet. Look at that. Dead. 40, dead. It's really quiet. CQDX, UDX 791. This is UDX 791 on the Gulf Islands, North Pacific. See if anybody can hear me. 395 is dead. I'm on 395. CQDX, UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. I hear a 409 out there. We're waving at you, and a 3308 Southern Cal. It's really quiet. I just turned on the live gate. It's flipping through the channels. It's dead up here, man. Yeah, Orange County. I hear 409 out there too. Hey, 409, we're waving at you from the Gulf Islands and 3308. 1 sec, 3308. Hey, 409, are you in Los Angeles? Oh, yeah, you're booming in here, man. I got 3308 in there, Southern Cal, too. Yeah, you guys are smoking it. 40 over. Okay, thanks, 409. Have a good day, my friend, and happy DX. And if you have the DX, it's dead up here. How about at 3308? You in there?
Hey, roger that. I can hear 409. He's down in San Diego, I believe. I'm in Ventura County.
Hey, 409, can you hear 3308? He can hear you.
Negative. I tried listening, but I didn't hear him.
Yeah, he's in Ventura County. Isn't that the way Skip works sometimes? Yeah, both you guys are just slamming in here.
Yeah, Roger. This is a relay I did about 3 months ago. I have a friend Parker up there in the Feather River area of the Sierras. And the
You got to love that when you get the relay going, eh? You have a three-way QSO going there, but you can't hear one of the parties. Yeah, you got to love it. Well, you have a good one out there, man, and happy UDX, and you got a good sounding station.
Likewise, 73 Pete, down here in Oxnard, Ventura County, California, Bubba.
All right, 3308, you made the gate, buddy. I just turned on the live stream right here, so both of you guys are sounding real good. Like I say, it's a quiet one out here in this area.
Operator Mike.
Your mobile sounding Q5 all the way to the Gulf off the west coast of Canada.
Roger. All right, man. Sounding good up there. UDX 795 or 791. Have a good one. We can hear Steve up there. Yeah, we're talking to Joe. I didn't even have my power on.
That's amazing. That's amazing there, 176. Yeah, crazy conditions, eh? Well, that's a great sounding radio you got, that's for sure. Have a good one. Thanks for the comeback. B791. We'll be on the site. .181 Illinois, 181 Elvis out there in Illinois. We got you off the side of our beam, buddy. Sounding good, brother. Thanks for coming in there. We are live right now, Elvis. Elvis. All right, 73's to you. 181 Elvis, Land of Lincoln. Thanks for coming in, buddy. And if you tune in on the YouTube, we are live right now. Cheers, man. 791 on the site. Here's 0682, Jim, Minnesota. Got you in there, buddy. We're waving back at you. I was pointing due south. Now I'm going to be pointed towards you. I just turned the house around there, Jim. Got you.
Oh, yeah, you just came in from here, buddy. It sounds real good.
Well, good to have you out there, man. Yeah, it was my third attempt at this stupid live gate here. First two didn't make it, so we're live right now, and thanks for tuning in. Oh, yeah, no, I got you booming in here, man. You're bouncing into the red now. So it's amazing how you're coming in. I can still hear you off the side of the antenna. I just turned it on. Yeah, I was having problems. We're about 8 minutes into it. The first two kind of failed with the crappy Wi-Fi, but we're up and we're running now. Yeah, right on, man. Yeah, tune in, man. I'll read some of these comments, Jim.
I'll tune in, buddy. So I'll take a stand here, but nice to hear you guys on the airwaves.
Hey, did those QSL cards arrive yet or not? No, not yet. That's all right. That's snail mail. It takes time. They'll get here.
Yeah, I think probably end of the week, I'm thinking. I don't know how long it takes. You know how it goes in the world.
It is. I know it's the Christmas season, and there's a lot of people mailing stuff, and it's probably backlogged a bit. So they'll get there. Hopefully next week you'll get them.
Christmas and the sluggish bureaucracy. Got it.
Exactly. Yeah, no, it's the mail up here is really slow, man. It's not the greatest. So, but yeah, just let me know when you get them.
Sounds good, buddy. Yeah, I'll let you know. Hopefully you'll enjoy the surprises that I sent you too.
You betcha. I'm looking forward to it, man. I can't wait.
All right, sounds good.
All right, 068 Minnesota. Thanks, Jim. I'll be sitting on the side here. Thanks a lot, buddy. All right, 791 on the site. Wow. Getting them off the side of the beam. How about that? That's Jim in Minnesota with Elvis off the side of the beam, 181 in Illinois. And the rest of the guys are in California. Jim, there you go, buddy. Thanks for tuning in there. You made the gate. I was away Sunday. I went, the owner where I work, he owns a bunch of grocery stores. He has these house parties, and he's got 6 house parties, I think, going on. And if he can get into one of those house parties, we got invited, and we wanted to go to the one on the Sunday. So that was like the invitation came a month ago or so. So we got right in there. I replied right away, and we got to go to the one on Sunday, and it was an amazing house party. So he puts everybody, whoever goes to his house party, there's 45 people at that one, and generally 45 to 50 people at each house party. He's got a big house in Victoria, and then he pays for your accommodations at the Hilton Hotel in Victoria, and even pays for the valet. And they have a full blown dinner there. He's got like he had a TV chef there, and then he had a band. He had a live band. There was dancing. Oh, it was crazy, crazy, man. One of the best parties I've ever been to. You can actually see on my other YouTube channel, he had this opera singer guy there, but that same guy was singing. He was doing Elton John. He was doing David Bowie, this and that and the other. And I think he was doing, did he do some, he might have done some CCR too, but that was pretty cool. Anyway, I appreciate the cue. So that's awesome that I got you in there. And I heard Elvis as well. 181 Illinois. Yeah, the owner where I work is the nicest guy. He comes over once in a blue moon. He owns a bunch of stuff. He owns like car lot, and he owns the liquor store. He owns the grocery store. He owns the pot store. And I don't know what else he owns, but he's a very nice, generous man. And it was great. Did lots of dancing. And everybody was out of there by 9:30. His house to the hotel, the Hilton, is probably about I'm going to say a 10-minute drive. So it was good. It was all good. Big house, massive house, built in 1862. That's one of his houses. That one house was built in 1862. And man, he's got maids and servants in there. It's crazy. It's unbelievable. In the driveway, there's a convertible Bentley. That's one of his cars. Unreal. I'm looking forward to next year's party. It's the same guy. We already had our staff party, and I only work part-time. I'm retired. That's my retirement job. I love it. And we did a lot of hooting and hollering and had a good time. So that's why I didn't do a live stream yesterday, because we were off island, and I had to take the ferry across. There's just a lot of driving and this and that to Victoria. And then I had a bunch of stuff to do here. And yesterday the rain was coming down. It was coming down in buckets. And last night, and I got up this morning, and because I'm outdoor. It was 6 in the morning. I'm out the door to work, and I look up in the sky and I see the moon. I see the stars, and temperature was really, really mild, 53 degrees. The low temperature was like 53 degrees here this morning. I go, it's going to be a good day. So today at work, in front of the big grocery store, it's called Country Grocer. Actually, there's the hat right there. Country Grocer is where I work. It'd be comparable like a Safeway. It's a big store. And we ripped down all the flowering hanging baskets. They're all still abloom, and put up Christmas swags. Old house. It was an old house, man. And it's really old. 1862. He says his family bought it in 1970. 1970. I'm guessing I don't know. I'm guessing he might be 80 years old. Maybe something like that. Late 70s, maybe 80. But he don't look it. But anyway, he was having the best time up there dancing and stuff. Elvis, there you are. Hey, you made the gate. You made it. And I was off the side of my beam. When I heard you out there, and I heard him out there. Yoda in Minnesota, right? Yeah, I have to go around his house with a metal detector. That'd look good, eh? What are you doing out there, Joe? Yeah, there's probably some hot spots around that I need to find out where I need to go with my metal detector. Viewers and listeners, you guys are awesome. Elvis, you're awesome. You see the video gate I put on you there? I actually used a thumbnail of Elvis. Elvis, I had to. I don't know a lot of guys named Elvis. So Elvis is in the building. Elvis has not left the building, I don't think. Elvis is in the building. I think that's a cool name. Like, you got named Elvis. Did your mom name you Elvis? Or did you change your name to Elvis? Like, that is a cool name. The only person I know Elvis was Elvis Presley, right? So that's pretty cool that Elvis is in there. We can never forget Elvis. And I did put that gate up. When was it? The other day. I had to use that Elvis thumbnail. Elvis is in the chat room. Elvis is alive and well in the land of Lincoln. We know Elvis is out there hiding, and he's now on the radio, right? Elvis didn't really die in 1977. He's out of the public limelight, and he took off to Illinois, and he's into two-way radios. So we talked to Elvis. See if there's anybody coming. 395, it's dead. Dead out there. Think anybody will come back to me if I make a call? CQDX, UDX 791, trying. UDX 791 on the Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Pretty dead. That's right. Elvis is in the building. CQDX, UDX 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Quiet. Nothing. I was on 38. 38 dead. Not a lot of skits. So I'm glad you guys made the video game. And like I say, this is my third attempt at the live stream. The first two, nothing. I got it all set up and I went to go live. The screen went black. So then I went through the whole process again. You got to get a thumbnail. You got to do this and that. I put in tag words. Second attempt. I get in there and I press live, go live. And then the screen just went black again. I'm getting only 1 bar on the Wi-Fi here. So I don't know if I'm lagging or not, but just not the strongest signal today. 37 is busy. Let's see. 37 is dead here. See that? It's dead. There's not a lot of skip coming in here. Let's try. Let's call. CQDX, UDX 791, UDX 791, Gulf Islands on the side. 375. Hey, 007 Michigan, we got you in there. Renegade 007 Michigan, we're waving at you from the Gulf Islands off the west coast of Canada. We don't have a lot of conditions out there, Renegade 007, but hey, we heard you come back to us. 007 Michigan, have a good one out there. 791 Gulf Islands in the North Pacific on the side. Cheers. I hear somebody else waving at me out there. We're waving back at you. 791 here. Something 14. We got the last part of your number. Something 14. We hear you out there. And like I say, conditions are very poor here today out off the west coast of Canada. So anyway, we hear you, buddy. 14. 791 here with the wave. Kind of faded away. $31, I got you out there. 31, 791 here, we got you. Hey, 31, I hear a 31 out there. 791, we got you. We're waving at you. Really crappy conditions. It's not good. Dad was, oh, cool. That's awesome. So I'm guessing, are you younger than me? Or about, I'm 59. I'm guessing you're younger than me. Like Elvis was big. My mom was big into Elvis, and I liked Elvis too. I mean, who doesn't like Elvis? Actually, at the party I went to the other night, they did Elvis too. They did a few Elvis songs. They did Return to Sender. They didn't do Hound Dog. Might have been Jailhouse Rock, and they did another one too. But it was good, man. Gotta love Elvis. So 375, I'm listening. So that's why they named you Elvis. I was born in 1964. Elvis was going strong in 1964. I think he came onto the scene in 1954. 54, 55, I think Elvis came onto the scene. So he had already been going strong when I was born. 10 years he was already going, right? Then there was Little Richard. There was Fats Domino. All these guys from the 50s, right? Buddy Holly, he died in the late 50s, 59. But Chuck Berry, and I'm just thinking of some of the oldies from back then that were around. Johnny Cash was around too when Elvis was around. Johnny Cash from the 50s. I'd love to have seen Elvis in concert. It would have been cool. But we don't need to. We got Elvis right here on the live stream, which is even cooler. Elvis is on the live stream. It's always a pleasure to have you in there, buddy. Hey, Southern California. This is 791. 791 due north on the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. I think you said one. Did you say 130 California? 1060 Southern Cal. Hey, man, you're sounding good, man. I had my beam pointed southeast. Yeah, hope all is well down there, man. Just wanted to wave at you from the Gulf Islands off the west coast of Canada. All right, 1060 Southern Cal. Have a good day, my friend, and happy DXing from 791 up here on the North Pacific. Well, we're getting out. I'm on, you're 57. Okay, I'm 59. So 2-year difference. Mr. Randy 1. Jeremy Eddings. Hello, Joe. Merry Christmas to you as well, Jeremy. Good to have you out there, man. I'm just hoping the weather's good tomorrow. So I work, like I say, Tuesday to Thursday. Just those 3 days have to be dry. I don't like working in the rain, man. It sucks. It sounds like 505 out there. This is UDX 791 Gulf Islands on the side.
UDX 791, UDX 4570, one more time there. Check it out. Make sure my patio umbrella stand is working there.
Okay, 4570. I got my live stream working here, so you are on the live stream. You made the gate. Thanks for coming back in.
Roger that. You have yourself a fine day, Joe. I'll catch up with you later. UDX 791, that's UDX 4570, Palm Springs. You have a fantastic day.
Yeah, you as well, man. You're sounding good. Yeah, enjoy the DX, my friend. And like I say, Q5 all the way up this way. 791 on the side. 791. I hear you out there, Elvis, and I'm not even pointed your way there. Hang on. Let me swing the beam around, Elvis. 181 Illinois, 791 waving here from the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. How about it, Elvis? 181.
Yeah, you got 181.
There you go. Now you're coming in real good.
Yeah, I can hear you real good right now.
Yeah, you're booming in, man. I got you like 30 over here.
Copy on that.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in there, man. So we are roughly the same age there. So, and you were probably into Elvis when you were a kid too, I bet.
Oh yeah. I think I was around 10 when he passed away.
Jim. 81 in Los Angeles. Yeah, I remember. You probably remember exactly what you're doing when he passed away. I remember exactly what I was doing the day. I think it was August 16th, 1977 or something like that. But I just remember it being a nice, hot, sunny day. And my mom opening up the kitchen window, the sliding door there. Sliding door is open. She came to the screen door and she says, I just heard on the news that Elvis died. I was sitting out there having a snack with my buddy, sitting on the grass. Oh, that was a big event, man. It was kind of like when Kennedy got exactly what they're doing and where they were at that time. Hey, Mark, Jim, Jeremy, Southwest Missouri, the Iceman. $15C. That's 58 here. 81 in Los Angeles. Yeah, it's amazing how time flies. So that was 47 years ago. Crazy, eh? So when I see you on my live gates there and I see your name in there, I say, okay, he's alive and well and living in Illinois. So that's good to have you out there, buddy. I'm going to read some of these comments. I better not neglect these people in here. But anyway, you made the gate, man. Sounding good. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. Always good to have you there. 181 Elvis, 791 out here on the Gulf Islands. We're actually going to read the mail, read the comments. Cheers. Okay, let's read the comments. Sorry to neglect you. Okay, went from a younger gal to an older gal. And there's Jeremy Eddings. I haven't heard the Iceman out there for a while. Good to have you out there. I'm on 375. 375 sideband. And Mark's out there, Alberta. Jim picks in the waterfall. Cool. Yeah, the skull. I don't think other guys liked it. Yeah, the skull. Wave and Mark. What part of in Illinois are you, Elvis? Yeah, hey, Jim is asking, what part of Illinois you're in? Are you Chicago, Indy City? You guys know where I live. Well, most people know where I live. Some people don't know where I live. And I'll show you where I live. That's why I keep this crappy little magazine here, this little book. I live here on the Gulf Islands, okay? For you people that don't know where I live, this is an island beside me to the west of us. This is Vancouver Island. There's our island right there. These are the southern Gulf Islands. There's the Washington State San Juan Islands. This is Washington here, this little thing here. Canada's up there, and this is all Washington State across from us. You go way over here across the water, Washington State. So we're across from Washington State. The south end of our island is actually the same latitude as Bellingham, Washington. And where I live, I'm the same latitude as Birch Bay, Washington, if you went across the ocean there, right? So there you go. So that's where I live, on the Gulf Islands out here in the North Pacific. Seattle is down in here. Down, it would be probably about right there somewhere, Seattle, if this map was bigger, right? So now you know where we are. And these are like Orcas Island, San Juan Islands, all in here, something like that, right? Springfield. I never even thought of Springfield. Son of a gun. Springfield, Missouri. Or Springfield, Illinois. So how's the weather out there today? Radio DX1. Hey, Radio DX1, I did leave a comment on your live gate. I said, waving, UDX 791, waving from the Gulf Islands. I usually do. If I'm in there, I'll leave a comment for you. Where the Simpsons live. That's right. Isn't there a Springfield, Missouri, too? I think there is a Springfield, Missouri. I'm sure there is. Do I have to Google that? Correct me if I'm wrong, folks. Is there a Springfield, Missouri? I think there is a Springfield, Missouri. Springfield, Illinois. Let me see. Yeah, there is a Springfield, Missouri. I think. Yeah, there is. Ha. Yes, there is. Yes. And Jim says, yes, there is. Elvis, oops. Radio DX1 in there. Thanks for popping in, Radio DX1. Hello from the northeast corner. And, our main, we don't really have any towns here on Salt Spring. We have like these little villages, right? Because we're not incorporated. Our island is unincorporated. So there's no mayor, there's no council, there's nothing like that. There's no real rules and regulations like people who live over on the mainland and stuff in a municipality or a city. So our village, which is about a 12, 15-minute drive from here, maybe I'm going to say 15 minutes if I drive normal. 15 minutes is Ganges. It's called Ganges is our village. And then on the very south end, there's Fulford Village. And then there's a little village at Fernwood. And then there's which is just very close to here. I can ride my bike there. I can drive my car there in 5 minutes. And then there's Vesuvius. And at Vesuvius, there's a ferry terminal. And really at Vesuvius, kind of like a little general store. And then there's a little fish and chip restaurant that's been there forever. Seaside Kitchen. There used to be a pub, but somebody bought it and turned it into a house. And there's a ferry terminal there. So there's no towns or cities where I live. It's all very rural, very, very rural. So we have Ganges Village, not named after the river Ganges. It's named after the HMS Ganges, a British naval ship, right? So that's what a lot of people think it's named after the river Ganges in India. It's not. It's the British naval survey. It surveyed these waters back in the 1800s or something. Yes, we're waving at Radio DX1, and we have a pretty quiet day, DX land up here in the North Pacific. I better turn on my two-way radio. Let's see. It's really dang quiet. Go a little bit this way. I'm on I'm on 385 listening to the H. Somebody caused an H and D. It was so It was so funny. So anyway, Wendy and I stayed at the Hilton Hotel in Victoria on Sunday, and we got upgraded to the 15th floor. And I'm in the shower, and I can hear her yelling, "Hey Joe, get out here! There's a parade. There's a parade going on." So you're looking down 15 floors to the main drag going through Victoria. Victoria is the capital of British Columbia. It's on the very southern point of Vancouver Island. So I get to the window and I look down at this so-called parade, and the first thing I see is this huge Palestinian flag. And I said, "Wendy, that is not a parade. That is a protest." And apparently something went down. Anyway, there was cops at the back of the parade. There was cops at the front of the parade. There seemed like hundreds of people. I shot a quick video with my crappy little camera, my GoPro. I shot a video with my GoPro, and it's on my other YouTube channel. So you can see the parade/protest. It was a protest. I don't know what the hell they're protesting about. I don't know why people from other countries protest in this country. I don't know what good it does. It doesn't. I never understand that. It doesn't make, like, what is it going to do if there's crap going on over there? It doesn't make sense to me. You know what I mean? I guess they're just trying to voice their opinion out there. But anyway, that's what it was. And I think there was a bit of trouble caused, and somebody ran into them with their truck or van or something. Anyway, I'll have to read about it on the news. Bring your country down. Yeah, they don't even know what they're. Yeah, that's the thing. These guys are, and a lot of these guys protesting, they're professional protesters. That's all they do. Some of them probably weren't even Palestinian. I'm not really following what's going on over there in the Middle East, but I hear these protests. You know, blurbs will pop up on the internet. Big ones in Ottawa, big ones in Toronto. You know, they're happening all over the place. I don't know what the hell they're protesting about. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's like Mark said. They don't even know what they're protesting about, and it's just a waste of taxpayers' money. You got 2 or 3 cop cars on one end of that, and a couple of cop cars on the other end of that. I mean, that costs money, right? 45.70. Breaka. 45.70. Breaka. There is a Springfield, Missouri. Yeah. See, that's where I thought the Simpsons were from. Is it Springfield, Illinois, or is it an imaginary place the Simpsons are from? Is it Springfield, Illinois, or is it where Elvis is from, or is it from the Show Me State? I know Illinois, Lincoln, right? What do they call it, Land of Lincoln? Was Lincoln actually born there? Was he assassinated there? I'm curious. Give me the history lesson on Illinois. Elvis, was Abraham Lincoln born in Illinois, or was he assassinated in Illinois? Breaka. UDX 4570 is in the house, and you made the gate. Yoda in Minnesota made the gate. Elvis made the gate, and UDX 4570 made the gate. Lincoln born in Illinois. Okay, thank you very much. Good to know the history, man. All right, I appreciate that, Jim. So born in Illinois, and was he assassinated in Illinois? I want to know that. Where was he taken down? I know Kennedy was down. It was Dallas, Texas, I think. He was shot, wasn't he? Isn't that where Dallas? Wasn't he down? It was in Dallas, November 1963, is before I was born. Jesse, busy doing Christmas shopping, but want to say hello. Good to have you out there. Well, it's good to do shopping. Are you down Willowbrook Mall somewhere? I put up Christmas swags today, so I'm in the Christmas spirit. And Wendy's birthday is tomorrow. So if Wendy comes in there, you can say happy birthday. She's going to be 64. My gal's going to be 64. She's got 4 years, 3 months, and 23 days on me. She's 4 years, 3 months, and 23 days older than me. My last wife was born in 66. And actually, her birthday was yesterday. So I wished my ex a happy birthday yesterday. We're on Facebook, right? So I wished her a happy birthday. My ex is a great gal, Hillary. So she turned 57. She's 57, and Wendy's turning 64. How about that, eh? No, I'm just shopping online. Oh, there you go. I haven't done any shopping. I bought Wendy a gift for her birthday. She does have a birthday gift, and I'm going to get her some flowers tomorrow. But I'm off early. I'll be done before noon, and I will come home and lavish her in her gifts. And I don't know what we're going to do for dinner. I think, key lime pie for dessert. She's making a big thing of chili right now. I just was in there cutting up vegetables before this. So Wendy makes amazing chili, right? So we're going to do chili tonight with deer meat. So our friend Hal, I call him Hal's Saloon down the road, the guy with the big banana grove, him and his wife grow these amazing banana plants. He went out deer hunting, and a week ago they got 7 deer up in Alberta. 7 deer. They go north of Edmonton. And so we were over there yesterday at Hal's Saloon, and I went over there, and he gave us some 2 big packs of ground venison, fresh venison, vacuum sealed, and then a steak. He gave us a nice steak. See my previous comment. I guess it makes us all Gadies. Yes, you are Gadies. Yes, and that's a good thing. I'm glad you guys are in here, man. It's always fun. I wish I would have done one yesterday, but and you know what it really boiled down to? It was raining so much out. It was pouring down with rain. I got a nice wood stove going inside the house. Wendy's daughter, Krista, lives with us in one of the rooms. She rents a room from us. So we were away. I brought a lot of firewood for the door to, stocked her up. So she kept that fire going. And you walk into the house after, from outside in this miserable wet day. And it wasn't cold. It was in the 50s, but it was just damp. And you walk into this nice, dry, warm house with the wood stove going. It feels so nice. So once I got into the house, when I got home from Victoria, I really didn't want to come out into this radio room. And, it's 40 feet from the house, and I didn't want to come out here. That's what it boiled down to, right? I think I'll get my locket necklace. Oh, nice. Little pic of her dad. That's a good gift right there. A nice something sentimental. I got Wendy, and you probably saw what I got Wendy. I got Wendy this, and I'm going to give them to her tomorrow when I get home from work, because Wendy does make dream catchers. There's one in the window right there. I don't know if you can see it. It's probably hard to see. Hang on. Spin it sideways. Can you guys see that? There's a dream catcher there. She makes really good dream catchers. So, and I harvest the branches for her. But I bought her some dream catcher silver earrings with feathers on them. These actually have silver feathers on them. So that's what I got Wendy. She likes silver. She does not like gold. Even our wedding rings are silver, right? So my first wedding ring when I got married was gold, but we got silver custom made ones. So these are what I got Wendy, some dream catcher earrings, right? You have a life outside. Yes, I do. I actually have a life outside. I have a big life outside. I have so many hobbies. It's not even funny. I have motorcycles. I ride motorcycles. I do exotic gardening. We're in this jungle out here, and it's like a jungle around us. And then what else do I do? Well, I work. I have a palm nursery. I grow palm trees. So I have a nursery. So I'm always busy down there. I do landscape consultations. I got to do one on Friday for somebody. So I do landscape consultations as well. So that's what I got to do Friday. So I'll be gone in the morning doing a landscape consultation. And I'm always keeping busy. Palm Planet's in there too. Good to have you out there. It's I'm going to say balmy and palmy day this far north at 58 degrees north, 58 degrees Fahrenheit at 48 degrees north latitude. It's 58 degrees at 48 degrees north. Wendy is, and she's excited to turn 60. When you turn 65 here, there's perks. Right? You can ride the ferry for free Monday to Thursday. When you renew your driver's license, it's cheaper. I got to pay $75 or $80. She pays like $15 or something when she's 65, and just a whole bunch of good stuff. You get more money from the government when you're 65, and discounts for seniors. 65. She's 65 tomorrow. Tomorrow, Wendy will be 64, not 65, 64. 49 Fahrenheit. That's all right. 49 Fahrenheit's good. Yeah, so she was born in 59. So happy birthday to Wendy tomorrow. I won't see her in the morning though. Thanks, Mark. I leave for work early, so I don't see her till I actually get home. I'll be home just after noon, just after lunch. I usually get home about 12:15, and I will give her her birthday present. So she's 63 today and 64 tomorrow. And it's funny, I got another friend that works in one of the stores downtown, and she's going to be 65, and she was born in December 7th. You know what happened? That's when Pearl Harbor got bombed. December 7th, 1941. You guys know that? Some of you guys might not be old enough to know that, but in the history lesson, right? What is that? Hang on. Are you calling me? Hello? What is that?
Hello?
Did you just call me? It's beeping. It's making a beeping noise.
That's PM?
What's that? Yams? Did you say yams? Yes, please. That's weird. Yes, please. I'm not sure why it's doing that. Can you still hear me? Why is it doing that? Hello, Wendy. Christmas tree shows. No, I haven't. We don't have a TV. I threw it in the garbage about 2 years ago. It Wendy's 52-inch big screen. Wendy, can you hear me? She's not in. Hello, can you copy Wendy? I don't know what's going on here. Maybe I'm on the wrong channel. Texas Star 500. I think the battery. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think it needs to be charged, Jim. That's why it's beeping like that. Battery. Okay. That's why she's not coming back to me. Well, I went to one in Vancouver the other day. Did you? Cool. It's a show in churches. It's like a play. Oh, right on. Well, what I went to the other day was a Christmas party at the owner's house where I work, and it was pretty crazy, man. He had like a live band there, and set out dinner, smorgasbord, and oh god, it was great, man. It was lots of fun. And then he put us up in, like I said, he put us up in the Hilton Hotel overnight in Victoria, which was cool. All expenses paid, even paid for the car, the valet. That was all paid for too. That was $27 just for the freaking valet. I said, do we have to pay for that? He said, no, it's all covered. It's all covered. Wow, a date that will live in infamy. That's right, Mark. Exactly. December 7th, 1941. Jim says happy birthday as well. So we got happy birthdays. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go in and I'm going to go. I'll be right back. I'm going to go get a one that's working. I'll be right back. Hang on, guys. That way I can communicate with Wendy. Okay, guys, I'm back. I had to get some yams because they're yummy. That's what Wendy was doing. She's calling me to get yams. So your mom, my mom's owner is the same way he takes. Yeah, that's cool, man. See, that's a good owner. The guy that owns the company where I work is just unbelievable. Nicest guy, very generous, and he looks after his employees. The key is have happy employees because employees are making you money, right? Without employees, you wouldn't have nothing. It's unbelievable. So it's probably, I'm going to say, one of the best companies I've ever worked for. Oh, those are good yams. Do you guys like yams? You went to Vancouver the other day. I haven't been to Vancouver. I don't go to Vancouver that much. I think I went. Did I go once this year? I'm trying to think if I've been to Vancouver this year. I don't know. You prefer normal potatoes? I like sweet potatoes and yams. Oh, they're good. And I do like regular potatoes. I just got to watch them. They're too starchy. Yeah, the guy that I work for, And one of those parties, he stood up and he said, anybody that smokes in my company, if you can stop for a year, I'll send you to Hawaii, all expenses paid. So, and I told you guys this story. Some of you heard it. And I said, well, how many people actually got to go to Hawaii at the end of the year? It says 2 people. 2 people went to Hawaii, all expenses paid. Everybody else, they whittled it down to 2 people because everybody else couldn't stop smoking. We are having breakfast scramble. Oh, I like that. I'll eat breakfast for dinner too. I'll eat it anytime. Doesn't matter to me. It's like I went to A&W yesterday, and in the morning I said, "You guys have hamburgers?" "Oh yeah, we have hamburgers." Potato skins I like too. I just got to really watch my fat intake. I'm talking about saturated fat. So these are baked in a cast iron pan, right, in the oven. I love scrambled eggs, man. Love them. I'm getting hungry. You're making guys make me hungry. Well, Wendy made an amazing huge pot of chili with fresh deer meat. That meat was so red. It's Alberta deer. It's good deer. Not the crappy deer we got on our island here. It says the layer of fat and it's just white. Alberta deer is better than Salt Spring deer. Cast iron. Yeah, we only cook in cast iron. Oh, yeah. So chest x-ray, I got to go. Oh, chest x-ray was fine. But I got to go for on the 20. I'm staying for 2 days overnight in Victoria, 26th, 27th. So Boxing Day, and Wendy's getting new tires put on her vehicle at Costco. But 27th is my procedure. And I think what they do, called an angiogram, they go in here and they put this scope all the way up your artery into the heart plugged, and they can see how badly it's plugged, right? And if it's plugged bad enough, they put a stent in there for you. If not, they don't. So while they're in there, they can check things out. So that's on the 27th of December. That's when I do that. I feel fine, man. I feel freaking great. Baked potatoes, yes. Mm-hmm. Dinner time. It is 2:41 here. No. 2:36. No, I think I might be awake. But they going through your oh, it just froze. Going through your main vein there, man. It's gonna be brutal. Happy birthday to Wendy. Thank you. I told her that. Some people are wishing her happy birthday. I'll tell you what it looks like here. I'm going to go outside right now because I like to give you guys the little tour. Okay? So I think it's funny because most people think it just rains here every single day of the year where we live, right? And then that's bull crap, okay? So here I am. This is what things are looking like, okay? These are really coming into bloom now. Like I see, these things are just, there's little insects all over the place. These little gnats on them, but the hummingbirds love those. And you can see the hydrangeas still have their leaves on them. The jasmine still got the leaves on it. Camellias, we have camellias blooming too. These ones are budded up, you know, and it's crazy, isn't it? So this is what it's looking like here. It's dry and it's nice. I got to back out of here. Have a great day. Mark, you as well. Thanks for tuning in. Hill Climber, 730 Vermont. And this thing kind of went down. I got to put that back up. Hang on. That's not cool. There we go. It is like a jungle out here. Take care, Jim. Who's leaving? Was Jim leaving? Who's leaving here? Mark's got to back out of there. Okay, but Jim's still in there. So here we are, and you know what? It is actually pretty bright out. It's actually pretty bright out here. So, and there's the beam pointing southeast up there. There it is. There's the Yagi pointing southeast. That's my skip talker antenna right there for Hawaii. I talked to the other one's over there. I talked to a lot of AM stations on that one there. I usually use that one a lot on AM, and same with the Antron 99. That's an IMAX 2000 up there, right? So the creek is flowing. I wish I had better sound on this thing, but the creek is just gushing. I was just down there earlier, right? And you can see, right? This is what things are looking like in this part of Canada. It is a balmy and palmy place in Canada. So I'm going to head back into the radio room and see if I can. It's crazy, hill climber, when you think about it, right? We are in Canada. If you look at that, you probably wouldn't think I'm anywhere in Canada when you see palm trees, right? But we have so many palm trees here. It ain't even funny, man. There are like thousands of them on this property. They just self-seed all over the place. They're like everywhere. And even smaller ones here. They're just growing here and there and everywhere, right? Always green. It's always green here, man. Always green. You know what's really cool? So the other day, when we were in the Hilton, we were in that hotel in, actually, you know what? I'm going to say, let's say hi to Wendy. Wendy's in here. Where's Wendy? Where is she? There's birthday girl. Say hi to birthday girl.
Hi.
There's birthday girl right there. That is birthday girl right there. Going to be.
I'm doing Christmas cards.
She's doing Christmas cards. So, and she makes her own cards. It is a microclimate, hill climber. The Gulf Islands are in a microclimate. You're doing Christmas cards. And then, you know, this is what keeps it toasty in here. See that fire right there? That's what keeps her toasty. And this is the view we have out the living room window. You see, it's like looking over like a tropical jungle down there, right? Like when you stand under these palm trees, they're big. So you can see that's the view looking through the living room window. There's palms in and palms out. Crazy, huh? It is, yeah, it's a microclimate. It really is. The Gulf Islands are in a rain shadow. So that, which means we get less rain. We do get less cold here too. We get far less cold. We haven't had any frost yet. Nothing. Zero frost. You got to water your spathiphyllum in the window, by the way, Wendy. It's dry. It's all wilted. Peace lily. Okay. All right. It's yeah, we're in a rain shadow. So rain shadow means less rain than surrounding areas, more sunshine, and the temperatures are unbelievable. Microclimate means it's a mini climate. Like so on the mainland, a small area with its own climate, right? So some microclimates can be cold and some microclimates can be mild. This is a mild one. Indiana Chris, you grow microfiber there? Microfiber. Well, you know, those palms actually do have fiber on the trunk. If you look close, look at the trunk of these palms here. They actually do have fiber on them. Isn't that wild? They do actually have fiber. So Okanagan will be, well, yeah, but it's still a hell of a lot colder than here in the wintertime. You'd never grow any of these palm trees. These palm trees will never grow anywhere else in Canada without heat. You'd have to box them in and build something around them and put heat with them, right? So here they grow out in the open and they just thrive. They grow year round. They're growing in the wintertime here, right? So that's the things they're looking like. And now back into my radio room. And this is a bad plant here. This is English ivy. And that's an invasive species. You see it all over the place? Those are trees we had cut down. Those are stumps. And that crap grows everywhere. It's an evergreen, stays green, and it just takes over. It's like the nastiest stuff. This was a massive tree I cut down a few years back. It's a stump, but it's covered in that ivy crap. So Okanagan is kind of, it's dry, it's desert, it's more desert. But a microclimate would be if you live near the lake and it was a little bit more milder by the lake than it would be inland, because the lake regulates the air temperatures. So got to go check out someday. Yeah, you'd like it up here, man. You'd like these islands. Like I say, we're very different than the rest of Canada. When I see crap going on in the rest of Canada, it's like we're a million miles away from it here, right? That's what it seems like. So there we go. So this is kind of like part of our courtyard. And like I say, we have, it's a big garden full of the stuff. The whole garden is full of exotic plants. It's pretty wild. Elvis 181. And I'm going to go back into the radio room. Let's get back into this radio room. No heat on in here today. It's freaking awesome. And let's see if we can contact some of you guys and get you on the gate. Put this over here. There we go. Eat some of my yams because they're yummy. Yeah, no snow here. I don't see any in the forecast, but that doesn't mean we can't get any snow. We can still get snow. Yeah, nice down in Salem, isn't it? Yeah. I don't want any snow. Thanks, Elvis. I will say to Wendy that Elvis wished her a happy birthday because Wendy likes Elvis too. We were dancing to Elvis. They were singing Elvis at the dinner party we went to the other night. The band. I'm on Indiana Chris. I'm on 395. I was on 385, and there's just a couple of guys in there yapping. I'm on 395. Warm and rainy. Yeah, it's dry here today, but make mine A99. It was really wet overnight, man. It was so wet, like bucketing down. It was the Pineapple Express. That's what we call it. We call it the Pineapple Express. And those weather systems come straight at us from the Hawaiian Islands. Anyway, Indiana Chris, give me a call. I'm on channel 395. We don't have a lot of skipping here today. Hey, yeah, go for it. Give me a call. Yeah, yeah, but I don't call it. You know what? And I said that to somebody today. They said, "Oh, now they want to make it. Yeah, they want to make it sound scarier, so they call it this atmospheric river." I said, "Bull crap! It's a Pineapple Express. It's just a weather system that comes at our coast, the West Coast, California, Oregon, Washington, and British Columbia, from the Hawaiian Islands, packing a punch with lots of moisture. That's all it is. They want to make it sound more dramatic, so they call it the atmospheric river. It's a Pineapple Express, just a lot of rain, or they call it the polar vortex now. Over the last, the 10 years now? Oh, the polar vortex. It's just a cold blast. That's all it is. They try to freak everybody out, don't they? Polar vortex. We don't get polar vortexes here. I've always called them Alaska blasters. Whenever we get cold here, like really bad cold, it always comes from Alaska. So this is what I do. Me being a weather observer, and I've always been a weather observer, I always watch the weather, the temperatures up in the Gulf of Alaska. And if you see it bitterly cold up there, like minus 40, minus 45 degrees, that's when you got to get worried down here, because often Alaska, she'll open her doors up and the jet stream will just pull that right down over the south coastal BC, Washington, and Oregon, even into northern California, right? Climate alarmists, exactly. Exactly. And I just think it's a bunch of crap. Being a weather, I've been recording temperatures, and I had books and books and books of them, journals filled up. And when we were going to move to Costa Rica a couple of years ago, I had to downsize, and I shouldn't have thrown them out, but I threw them in the dumpster. And it kind of actually pisses me off. I should have kept them, but I did not see a change. Sometimes we get cold winters. Sometimes we get mild winters. Sometimes we get cold winters. Sometimes we get mild winters. Sometimes we get lots of snow. Sometimes we don't get a lot of snow. It's just exactly. It's a bunch of, it's crap. It's a scam. Total scam, man. To freak people out. Right now, the long-term forecast is snow on Christmas in Surrey. But it can change by then, right? So let me look at ours here. Let me see. I'll tell you what ours is. It's rare that we don't often get a white Christmas here. Let's have a look-see. Can rain and floods. Exactly. That's right. That's what the Pineapple Express does. Even the climate change, you don't. Yeah, that's right. It's just like they're just trying to freak people out. Okay, so I see cooler temperatures. Okay, so tomorrow's going to be today warm, mild. Tomorrow's going to be 47, and Thursday 47. Tomorrow's sunny. Thursday rain. Friday sun and 44. Saturday cooler, 40. Chance of showers, and at nighttime in the high 30s. Sunday 42, sunny, and Monday 40 and sunny. So that's good. I see some sun. That's Southern Gulf Island, right? Gotta like that, man. 11. Right here it's saying 14.8 degrees. Okay, next Monday we'll get down to -2. Yeah, ours says I see Sunday it says -1 degree. And -1, that's not Fahrenheit, that's Celsius. So that'd be like 30. I think that's like 32, 30, 31 degrees Fahrenheit or something like that. So it's just below 32. Yeah. Anyway, I agree with you, Jesse. A year with almost no rain, then floods the next. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. People get all freaked out and bent out of shape. They're trying to push this climate change crap. I just don't. I don't buy into any of that stuff, man. I've been on this island a long time, and I don't see a difference. The winters are just they've been the same, normal to me, no different. And the ocean doesn't look any different to me either. We're not flooded out here from the ocean. They say the ocean's rising here and be underwater. Well, they keep saying that. I'm not seeing any difference. Thank you. I think you. I'm glad you're in there, Elvis. Elvis is in the building. Elvis has not left the building. That's awesome. And Wendy, I will make sure that I will say that to Wendy that Elvis wished her happy birthday. Deaths caused by climate have steadily decreasing. Yeah, no kidding, man. 28 Fahrenheit, not 6 inches on the snow. 28 F up here, 6 inches of snow on the ground. That's not too bad. 28's not too bad, right? It could be worse, hill climber. I used to say that to myself when I worked for the Parks Department, right? So I worked for the Parks Department for a long time. And I'd be out there on the crappy winter day. It'd be raining. So this sucks, man. Working outside in this cool rain. But I thought to myself, I think to myself, it could always be worse. It could be worse than this. It could be really cold. It could be minus 20 and I'd be working outside. So I shouldn't be bitching about Fahrenheit and rain. Droughts used to wipe out entire nations. Yeah, exactly. Tell that to Trudeau. Deaths caused by climate decreasing. Yeah, I had to tell that to the dictator. Anyway, I'm going to turn this on. I'm on 395. I got it on 395 and I'm listening, but I agree with you, Jesse. Just a bunch of put the fear in people. Fear mongering, right? Fear mongering. Trudeau wants to make everything electric by 2030 or something. Electric vehicles. I don't have anything against electric vehicles. Wendy's got a hybrid, but I told her when that RAV4 hybrid battery goes, it's going to probably cost her about $8,000 to get a new one. It is about control, hill climber. It is. I agree. Yeah. Jesse Barr does know. He's awake. He's smart, but yeah. So the way it works with these electric vehicles, they're not going to be good in the prairie provinces or even Ontario. It's too cold for them in the wintertime. You imagine driving around in a Nissan Leaf and it's minus 30 out and you're trying to stay warm and you got the heater cranked up. Well, that's going to drain the batteries pretty darn quick if you got your heater cranked in your car and it's minus 30 outside, right? You don't look at stuff like that. I do. So, like I said, Wendy bought a hybrid vehicle a year ago, and she never thought about the battery replacement. But to replace a battery in a RAV4 Toyota hybrid, it's expensive, man. It ain't cheap. Beautiful. It's a nice vehicle. It's an all-wheel drive Toyota, but when the battery goes, the big battery, you can't even operate your vehicle without it. So you have to get a battery. And could you imagine forking out $8 or $10,000 for a freaking battery? It's unbelievable. It's $50,000 for a Hyundai hybrid SUV. $50,000. If you want to learn more about climate change, you check out. He's a famous environmental guy. Nice. That's the type of guy I like. That's the guy I like. See, I just don't buy into crap like that. A lot of people do because they watch. Up here we have CBC News. I call it Communist Broadcasting Corporation. And the news, the media here in Canada now, a lot of it's funded by the government. To me, the government's corrupt up here. We got Trudeau and all his cronies. And that's what it is. So they tell you what they want you to hear. That's paid. It's to scare the masses. I know. And I don't get scared easily. I'm not one of those people. So he's a renowned climate expert. And it's worked, hill climber. It did definitely work. It's unfortunate, but you know what? We have El Nino. It's an El Nino year. The reason why it's so mild here right now, and you can still have a cold snap and an El Nino. It doesn't mean it's going to stay this mild all winter. If we get snow out here, I'll do a live stream and I'll show you the snow. You just have to go to my other channel. My other channel, you'll see what it does here every day. But we can still get a cold snap and an El Nino. But it is a stronger El Nino this year, which means the West will probably feel it really well, and maybe even other parts of the state. I'm okay with it, man. I'm okay for a mild winter. The left used to love him until he went against exactly. Yeah, people like going with their narrative. 10-4 on the EV battery issue. I'm staying away from those. Yeah, exactly. So, true story. It was on the news. It came up on global news about a week or two ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. A guy buys a 2016 Hyundai Hybrid. So he bought it when it was new in 2016, SUV, Hyundai Hybrid. And the battery in it, the big battery, the main battery, because it's electric, right? An EV was good to 160,000 kilometers, guaranteed at a warranty, maybe at an extended warranty, 160,000 K. But he drove that thing to 172,000 K, and then the battery went dead. So, and it was on the news. So he wanted to get a new battery. So he calls the Hyundai, and he wanted to get a price on a new battery, $50,000, man. $50,000 for a freaking battery. What a joke. That's insane. It was snow and rain mix here today. So that means, Chris, it's a good day to sit in that nice warm house and shoot DX. El Nino can slam the east. It can. It can. So, and you know what? And we can still get snow here too. He was on mostly back in 2000, the guy there, the climate guy. Yeah. Well, he sounds like a good guy. $50,000 for a battery for a 2016 Hyundai. I'd tell him to scrap it. Isn't that insane? On Twitter, because I'm on Twitter. So I go to Twitter and it's all over Twitter. He was in shock, says EV owner got the shock of his life or something when he wanted to get a battery replacement, and Hyundai company said it's going to be $50,000. It's like, what? Are you kidding me? You could buy a lot somewhere up in Timbuktu and build a cabin on it for that. No thanks. Beaming West, stateside listing for New Zealand, Australia, 370 and 375. What channel am I on? Let's see. I'm on 375, and I'm beamed. It's really right on the band. I'm beamed towards the southeast, guys. So if I'm going to pick anybody up, it's going to be you guys. I don't know if there's any Australia coming in. I mean, it does pull in the signals pretty good, that beam.